All right, guys, it is May 17th, and this is our Coach Basics call. So I just have a list of things that I'm going to go through, and I think it's pretty much just what we covered this week in our Coach Basics group. So as I'm watching you guys, your interaction in the group is fantastic. This is probably one of the most active Coach Basics groups that I've had. So keep that up and keep moving forward with that. And really, we're giving you really great information to apply to your business. And as long as you do those things, you should have no problem reaching those initial goals that we laid out for you, which were Emerald, Success Club, and then on your way to get your fees and services paid for this month and your Shakeology. So that is going really well. And I'm really proud of you guys for taking the time to participate in the group and seeing the value in it, because there really is a lot of value in the group for you to go through. We have a lot of great coaches helping to run this group, and they are a wealth of information and knowledge. So please make sure you're leaning on us and relying on us to help you in any way we can. So the first thing that I kind of wanted to pitch to you guys tonight is the importance of a success partner, because we haven't talked about this sorry, I lost my train of thought. We haven't talked about this in our group yet, but it's a really crucial, important part to this business. So what is a success partner? A success partner is somebody who has similar business goals to you, who you can work well with, who they're not somebody that you're going to mentor. They're not somebody who you're going to help all the time, but they're somebody that you can help push forward. You're going to help push each other to build your business and reach your goals. So for example, Missy is one of my success partners. I had like 4 success partners, okay? You don't need just one. You can have more than one because I have success partners that I run challenge groups with. I have success partners that I run and push my business with. It's just a great thing to have, because your upline is not always available, and sometimes you can't find your answer in the FAQs. So your success partner might be your go-to to figure out what the heck's going on. Also, your success partner is a great person to team up with and run a challenge group. A success partner is a great, great person. I know Missy and I talk probably at least once a day, whether it's just a quick message on Facebook just to see how we're doing. I know we had goals this week to hit Success Club, and we pushed each other to hit Success Club, and I'm really close, Missy. I'm really close. So we push each other, and we just kind of understand each other. And it took, Missy and I didn't become success partners until this year, and we've both been coaches for I'm almost a year, and Missy's been over a year. So don't feel like it needs to be somebody just in our team page, but this group, Coach Basics, is a great person for you guys, or a great place for you guys to find a success partner at, because you're all starting your business at the same time. You're at the same part in your business, and you can really move yourselves forward in your business too. It's a great thing to have to bounce ideas off of people too. Missy, did you want to add something about success partners?
I was just going to say, you can definitely go outside of even the dream team. I have a success partner that's actually on Set Your Soul on Fire, which is Amy Silverman's team. So don't think that you have to stay within the limits of this team in general. Network, find out what other teams are doing, because they may have a great idea that hasn't come into the dream team, and we're missing out on it just by not talking to them because they're on a separate team.
Yeah.
So don't ever set a limit.
I think that's a great way to look at it too, because it's important. Like, I have friends here in Washington where I live. They're completely on different teams. Like, all their uplines are in the Pacific Northwest. So we still get together. We run our business together, and we talk and we bounce ideas. We have Starbucks meetings maybe twice a month. And it's just really nice to see how other teams are doing things and how they're organizing their business. And likewise, we bounce ideas off. We help each other. And it's a really great thing. It's wonderful to be around like-minded people. So even if you are not in the Pittsburgh area where the Dream Team is based and where a lot of our coaches are, you can still find a success partner in your area. That's why getting to those events are also very important, those Super Saturday events, those types of things, because you might meet somebody there and just hit it off, and you may become great friends and then success partners along the way too. So that was my first thing I wanted to talk to you guys about, was the importance of success partners. It's really, really important. Missy, I'm in the middle of responding back to a message. Can you talk about the 2 different types of invites real quick? And then I'll come right back.
Yeah. So there's 2 different types of invites you can do. You can do an all call, where you basically make a post on your Facebook wall, which is like a cute little picture with just some information about who you're looking for, who you want in your challenge group, a lot of the times we'll put like, I have 5 spaces available, just to get people like that little bit of urgency where they're like, oh my God, they only have 5 spaces. What am I going to do? I need to be in there. So that's kind of what an all call post is. You just want to get some interest, and people may not even message you. They may like the all call post. And at that point, you kind of just want to reach out to them and just be like, hey, I saw that you liked my post about my challenge group. I was just wondering, do you have any fitness goals or anything that you're looking to try to accomplish, just in general, so you can get that conversation started with them. And the second type of invite that there is a personal message where you just go out of your way to send them a personal direct message and invite them to your challenge group. It doesn't have to necessarily be somebody who's specifically liked a post or anything. You can go through your friends list and find somebody that you think might be interested based on something that they put on their page at some point or another. So always just go out and invite people through personal messages, because your all call posts aren't always going to hit every single person on your friends list. So don't rely on them, because they're not going to be good forever. Like I'll put up all call posts that get absolutely no hits, and then you take them down because it's embarrassing. But those are the 2 types of invites that there are. So
thanks, Missy. I appreciate that. Just to kind of add on to what Missy said. So whenever somebody likes one of my posts, maybe it's not an all call post. Maybe it's a post that I just posted about one of my transformations or one of my challengers transformations. Sometimes I'll reach out to them and I say, hey, thanks so much for liking my post about, my Transformation Tuesday post. And I really appreciate it. Were you just, giving me some support, or were you interested in your own type of transformation and wanting to learn more about it? So don't be afraid to reach out to people. I mean, they liked your post for a reason, so don't be afraid to reach out to them for it. When you invite somebody, we have lots of different scripts that you can use. And I know we talked about how to do this week. The biggest thing that I can tell you about inviting somebody is don't worry about what they're going to say. Send them the invite and don't worry about it. I remember my first invite. Within my first week as a coach, I got a response back from an invite that literally said, thank you so much for making me feel so insecure about myself. And I felt so terrible, because that's not what my goal was with sending that invitation. Think of it as sharing this opportunity with somebody that has, this opportunity has impacted and changed your life in some positive way. And you want to share this opportunity with that person too. So I want you guys to think of your invite as sharing this opportunity with them, because it has impacted your life in so many ways. And I actually say that in my invite sometimes. During my first challenge group, I had such great results that I want to share this with as many people that I can. And I'm very forward with that whenever I say that to them, because it lets them see, hey, I really do just want to share this with people. I'm not going to hound you. I don't think you're fat, and I don't think that you need this. I think that I had such great success with it, and it's changed my life. And I think everybody should have their life changed in a positive way. So don't be afraid of those invites. The first one is the hardest, and the second one's hard too. But the more you do it, the easier it becomes. And my biggest piece of advice for whenever you actually get back a response is to have a conversation with that person. Your invite should elicit a conversation. It should not be salesy. It should not be, crazy. I always end my invitation with, if I were to send you some more information, would you be willing to learn more? And sometimes people say, yeah, I'll learn more if you send me over some information. So I send them a sentence about the challenge group, a sentence about a Beachbody program, and a sentence about me. And then I always ask them another question. So for example, if they say, yeah, I would like to learn more, I'll send them, great. So good to hear back from you. So my challenge groups are all a lot of fun. They're run through closed private Facebook groups, and everybody in the group is incorporating a Beachbody program and replacing 1 meal a day with Shakeology. And then I'll say that the whole first week of the group, we set with you up for success, talking about goals and also helping you with your meal plans. And then the following Monday, we launch into the program. And then I'll say, because you always want to ask another question to get them to respond, I will say, have you ever heard of any Beachbody programs, or do you own any? This will get the conversation started so you can see if they own them, if they've tried them before, or if they have no clue what you do as a coach. Because if they own a program, all of the advertisements in that program say, hey, make sure you contact your coach, especially if they have a new one. Chalene Johnson pitches Shakeology like 4 times in a 20-minute PiYo workout. So make sure you are telling them up front, like, hey, it's going to have a Beachbody program, closed private Facebook group, replacing 1 meal per day with Shakeology. And then that's their brief synopsis about it. And you just get the dialogue started and the questions rolling. After they say yes or no, if they own or have heard of the Beachbody program, I'll launch into, that's great. Did you like your program? Or, if they've never heard of it, I'll say, Beachbody is the programs or the company that brought you P90X, Insanity, 21 Day Fix, and they offer programs at all different types of fitness levels, not just extreme. So after I say that, can I ask you a few questions to see what program would be best for your lifestyle and your goals? And then they always say yes. And then you just launch into your questions to get to know them, to kind of solidify what type of program you want them to work with to help them reach their goals. If you notice, whenever I say that, all of my questions refer back to them, how they are doing. What are your goals? Have you ever heard of this before? Have you ever used this? It's a lot of listening and not a lot of talking. You have to listen. You have to figure out what motivates them. You have to figure out what they've tried in the past and why it didn't work. You have to figure out all of those different things, like peeling back the layers of them and figuring out what's going on with them. And this approach has worked very well for me this month. Now, my Success Club does not show me that it's been working very well this month, but what it has been doing is it has opened up a lot of doors and started a lot of conversations with people I wouldn't have had conversations with. And I know my business next month and the month after will reap the rewards of my hard work these past couple weeks of having conversations that didn't end up in a sale, but ended up just building a relationship and planting the seed. So as you're going through and you're inviting people, don't hesitate to reach out to those people. And one of my biggest things that I can tell you, I'm full of little nuggets tonight. Another thing that I can tell you too, whenever you reach out to somebody or whenever somebody signs on with a Beachbody coach, they're not going to necessarily choose the person they have the closest relationship, like the deep, meaningful relationship with. Your best friend may not sign with you to be in a challenge group. It's the person that they have the most frequent and most recent contact with who they're going to sign with. That's why follow-ups are so important, and that's why reconnections are so important, because they are going to see, Missy and I have a lot of common friends in our friends. I think we have like 400 common friends between us. So they may see my all call, but Missy may have a great dialogue with them and a great reconnection with them. So even if they knew me better in college, they may sign with Missy because they have a more frequent, more recent relationship with her as opposed to me. So don't just send people invites and then write them off. Always follow up with them and always take the time to build that relationship to make sure that they come back to you. Go ahead, Missy.
I have another nugget too. You don't necessarily have to give them that cold invite immediately. And this goes off of what Allie was kind of saying. Start just building relationships with people. The things that have got me the furthest this month is literally, I went through my Facebook one day and a ton of people like on my Facebook chat bar, I just sent them a message. It was like, hey, I hope that you're having an amazing day. Like, that's it. Nothing else. Just like, hey, I hope you're having an amazing day. And I got 50 responses. And these are people that I have cold invited maybe once, twice, and they ignored me every single time. And they talked to me. And I've started this dialogue with them. So don't think that you necessarily have to just invite right off the bat. Like, start those conversations because those are what are really going to build to help your business grow.
I have something too that's never happened to me until this month that I just wanted to share. We're putting out those all calls, and most of the time it's hit and miss. So I try to hit it at different times of the day just to get to different people on my friends list. Got a lot of traction around dinner time this month and just conversations with people sending me like their email to reconnect. I have 2 that are in a new challenge group. that have bought a program, had a coach, never talked to them, totally didn't even do their program, never even opened their Shakeology. One has is doing Max 30. She's picking that back up again. She's got a half a bag of Shakeology. She's buying a PIO challenge pack this Friday because she needs some more Shakeology. And I sold her on the free PIO. And another one had 21 Day Fix and never started it. It's still in the wrapper. A whole bag of Shakeology never opened. I don't know when she got it. I need to go in because I made them do a coach change, obviously. But there are two that just out of the blue, no Success Club points for one of them, but hey, it's a new customer and she's going to need some new Shakeology. So, yeah, just putting it out there and putting yourself out there is kind of, I don't know, it's hard, but then you just never know what you're going to get in your inbox sometimes. So it makes it fun, but yeah, it's a little thing just to share. It's not always about the sale. You know, we're all about challenge packs and making it to Success Club, but honestly, we're a people business. You know, you want to connect with people. You want them to trust you. You want to give them something that they need. And most of the time it's that accountability. And our groups do that. And some teams and some coaches don't. They're all about the sale. So people either get a bad taste in their mouth. So then when you talk to them, they're like, eh. Or they reach out to you because they know you have something else that they can offer you. So just something new. So.
Yeah, those were two great points. And just to kind of go off of what Avery said as well, I had somebody purchase who had bought Shakeology and 21 Day Fix Extreme on her own and worked through the program. And obviously she was assigned a coach through the LEAD program. She bought it from Beachbody, but her coach never reached out to her. And just because that person already owned that stuff, it wasn't like oh, well, she's already working with somebody, I better just find somebody else. Like, that's not necessarily the case, because I took the time to build a relationship with her. And I always refer people back to their coach if they've been contacted or if they're working with them. But if their coach has kind of dropped off or they have not been contacted with their coach, I automatically say, you are more than welcome to be in my challenge group. And with that said, if you message somebody, because you will find people have Beachbody programs sitting in their DVD closet, you know, a lot of people. I had them before I was a coach. You know, I've been doing them since like high school. So everybody has these programs. Don't think that that's oh, well, good riddance to you. Good luck. You know, that's not necessarily the case at all. Just because they got the program through a different avenue does not mean that you cannot work with them. I always ask them if they were happy with that program or why they didn't stick with it, because odds are exactly what Avery said. We give them that accountability. And whenever they join our challenge group, we let them see their full potential of the program they purchased a while ago and didn't have any luck with. Because, you know, I had P90X and I did it and I loved it, but I didn't get amazing results because I didn't follow the meal plan. Where if I was in a challenge group plugged in meal planning, I would have had even better results with P90X because I would have been doing the entire program, not just half of it. So many people get these programs and then don't finish them or don't get through them because they don't have that accountability. So being in our challenge group allows them to see the full potential of the Beachbody programs where they are going to get the best results that they can. And when they incorporate Shakeology in with it, they get even better results. So just because somebody has purchased a program, maybe you talk to them about a program and then they're like, they reach out to you and go, hey, I have everything I need for your challenge group. Can I join it on Monday? Don't be rude to them, okay? Still talk to them. That happens to me probably once a month. Somebody does that. Or I'll follow up with them. They're like, oh, I actually got it, and then I didn't really like it. I'm like, you bought it on Amazon? You say $5, you bought it on Amazon? It happens. Be kind to them and still offer them a place in your challenge group, but make sure they know what they need to do. They need Shakeology. They need you as their coach. And getting them a free membership is the perfect place to start. Using coaching codes to do that or talk to your upline to do that. But do not shun them away or write them off if they already own a program or if they've gone about getting it in a different avenue. Whenever I do get the case where they just need Shakeology, I always offer the $140 challenge pack of the month, whatever it is. This month it's PIO, and on demand is always $140. That's also a great thing because they can try out a whole bunch of different programs on there and then kind of try it before they buy it. type thing. So there are always options for them to get that Shakeology. It's just how you present it to them. Remember, people want to be told what to do. They want a recommendation. So make sure you're recommending something to them and always have their best interest at heart whenever you talk to them as well. So inviting, they're a little tricky at first, but the more you do it, the easier it becomes. And the more you take, like, don't remove yourself from the outcome, but sort of remove yourself from the outcome and just go into it expecting to have a great conversation with somebody. And I guarantee that if you approach your day like Missy with just messaging people and saying, hey, I hope you're having an amazing day, you will come out of your day so much happier. And you will be so much happier too. Like, imagine if you were to get a message like that. Imagine when somebody compliments you in the grocery store saying that you look nice today. It feels so good to get that compliment. I've done that several times, and I've had so many people say, thank you so much. I really needed that this weekend. Or I really needed that this Wednesday. Thank you for your kind words. You know, and it's just, it makes you feel good and it made them feel good. And remember, it's that most frequent, most real connection that you have with somebody that they're going to end up signing with you. Somebody who cricketed me for 6 months, I sent them hey, I hope you're having a great weekend. She's in a challenge group right now. So don't write that off. Don't underestimate that for sure. There's a whole bunch of different approaches.
I use that follow-up post with a recipe, like that links right back to my blog. Like I just recently have been doing it with a blueberry muffin recipe. I send it out like to 10 people to follow up that I've talked to, crickets, and then I'll send that, and then at least it gets things going again with some people. If not anything, I get something really nice back, and then now they're watching me. And you never know what might happen. So
a conversation is never a conversation wasted.
Nope.
And sometimes if people have like a recipe or something on their page, you can use that too. If they gave you a bunch of crickets, be like, oh, I saw you posted this recipe on your page. Like, can I have like the actual like instructions for it? Because they'll like post a picture or something. That's a good way to get somebody that gave you crickets before to actually talk to you too.
Absolutely. And also, guys, remember, what you do in your business today, tomorrow, this month, it may not affect your business today, tomorrow, or this month. It may affect your business next month and the month after. So always remember that. Yes, we want to get to Success Club, and yes, we want to do all these things, but make sure you're laying the groundwork and doing things that are going to set you up for your future in this business too, not just the here right now. So invites, you have your all calls, you have your personal messages. I still do both. I probably do an all call probably 3 times per week on my wall, depending on the time of the month and what I need. If I still need Success Club points, if I don't. And I send invites out every single day, whether I'm at Success Club, whether I'm not. And because like I said, you take a break, it's going to take a while for you to build your momentum back up. And likewise, sometimes it takes people a week to get back to you from your messages. People don't sit on their Facebook all day like we do. People don't check their messages at their red lights like we do. They're not going to have this as their priority because it isn't. It's our priority, but it's not everybody else's. So give people time to respond. If you have a challenge group coming up, don't invite for it 2 days before. You need to be inviting for it all month long because you need to give people the courtesy to have time to get back to you. So that way when you do talk to them, you're not rushed and you don't feel pushy as you're giving them their information. So that is that's what I have to say about invites. And I know Missy and Avery had some great things to share too about invites. The next thing I wanted to talk to you guys about is, so why a challenge pack? Why do we want people to buy that challenge pack? Why can't they just buy the fitness program? Why can't they just be in our groups if they already have their fitness program? Why is that challenge pack so key? And there was a great video in the group posted from Melanie Mitro about this topic. And here's the best case scenario. The challenge pack sets them up with everything that they need to be successful in the challenge group. That is why it's a requirement to be in my challenge group that they have, if they don't buy a challenge pack, that they have what was in the challenge pack, Shakeology and a home fitness DVD. It's so important. Oftentimes people join your challenge groups and they have no idea about nutrition, or they think they know about nutrition and they really don't. And Shakeology provides them 1 meal per day that you can guarantee they are getting the best nutrition that they can. And likewise, they're paying more money for their challenge pack. Why let somebody who spent $20 on Brazil butt lift join your challenge group next to somebody who spent $160 on the 21-day fix and Shakeology? Why are they getting the same support from you? That doesn't make any sense, okay? You have to kind of think of it that way too. I mean, if you were to go in and pay for stadium seating on the 50-yard line of the Super Bowl, fantastic seats, would you want a little bit better service than somebody up in peanut heaven? I would hope so, okay? So make sure you're thinking about all of those different things as you are getting people to purchase that challenge pack. And you need to put value in the products. People are going to I never share price right off the bat. If it comes up, I always say there is a fee involved. Let's talk about the program to make sure it's something you even want to spend your money on before we talk about the price tag, because that allows you an entire conversation to put value in that product, to share how it has changed your life or your challenger's life if you have never used that program before. They allow you to see how you feel about the products, how you're using them. I had a challenger tonight, or a future challenger asked me tonight, so how has this program affected you? What do you have to say about this program? And since we are products of the products, I was able to tell her how it has affected me and how it has changed my life. That's putting value into your products. I've had challengers, we get to the whole end, they ask me that price question right off the bat. I get to the end and I give them the price and the breakdown. They say, wow, all of that for $160? I thought it was going to be a lot more than that. Where if I would have said, given them the price and the breakdown right from the get-go, they would have said, no thanks, that's too expensive. And it's so true. I would have done it. I mean, so think about how you would have handled that type of situation as a challenger on their end. You know the value in your products. You're using them. You love them. But they don't. They've never used it. They don't know how the 21-day fix works. They don't know what Shakeology can do with them. You have to show them with your words and with your conversation the value of those products. And that doesn't mean throw facts down their throat or anything like that. But it's just putting value through to their products and showing them how things work. And just be a human being when you talk to them. Don't be a robot. Don't do every conversation the exact same way. Make sure you are talking to them and using their questions to hop off more of them. Prime example, I'm asking my initial questions today to somebody, and I asked her what thing has been holding her back thus far from reaching her goals. And she said, probably my nutrition, because I usually eat this throughout the day. Well, my next question in my, down of questions was, walk me through a day of your eating. She already answered that question. I'm not going to ask her that question again. So make sure you're listening to your challengers and you are asking them the questions and guiding it. If they bring up the fact, I really like workouts like running, but I can't do it right now because I have an injury on my foot. My next question would be, well, what kinds of exercises can you do? What are your limitations? Because that's going to narrow down programs right away. So make sure you're using their answers to kind of guide your next question sometimes too. Don't always be a robot when you talk to people. There's no formula for this. It's a matter of having a conversation and just being you and putting value into the products and sharing how they've changed your life. So challenge packs gives them everything that they need to be successful. It provides them with that dense nutrition, it provides them with the workout program, and it provides them a spot in your challenge group, which will be the game changer in their journey. Never underestimate the power of you and what you do for them as a coach. I always put that in my price breakdown. I always advertise it that way. And I always assure them when I talk to them that I will be with them every step of the way throughout their journey. And people appreciate that. They want that support. I always give the comparison of being on a team. I was a swimmer in high school, and how you had that accountability of your team, where if you didn't show up to practice or if you didn't swim your leg of the relay, your whole team suffered. And that's the type of atmosphere that my challenge group provided to me, was that team atmosphere where I wasn't just letting myself down. I was letting my entire team down in that regard. And it made me push harder. And I always share with them that it allowed me to share my struggles and my successes with people who are struggling on the same things as me, or who are succeeding on the same things as me. And that's really important for them to hear too, that they won't be alone in their journey as they go through this. Challenge packs are really important. And if you have questions about challenge packs, go into your back office and learn about them and see what the different challenge packs are so you know what to offer. And really, guys, stick with what you know. If you use the 21-day fix and you know it works, work on the 21-day fix with people. If you're a PIO junkie, sell people on PIO. You know what you know. So don't try to learn every program in that back office. I don't know every program in the back office. You don't need to. Okay, know the basics of every one, and that's why we have our team pages that you can reach out and really solidify what you think would work with somebody by talking in our team page. So anything to add, Missy or Avery or Lindsay, about the why a challenge pack is so important? No? Okay. So on to our overcoming objections. So these are common and they take a while to learn how to overcome them. We already kind of talked about the price objection. I'm getting that a lot right now from people. I don't know what it is, the time of year that's going on. I really want them to put the 21-day fix on sale. That's all I have to say. Like, I love PIO, but we already had it on sale last month. Like, I want the 21-day fix on sale to get that. That's my program. Like, I want that thing on sale so I can get to Success Club by like the 1st. Regardless, that's my own little soapbox I'll get down now. The cost price objection, we already touched on that. Don't give them the cost up front. Don't word vomit on them about the business service fees and your Shakeology Renew fees and how much Shakeology costs the second month. Don't bombard them with that information, okay? Very gracefully and tactfully address their cost concerns and then explain the program to them. And then if they still give you that price objection at the end, I always say, hey, I completely understand money's tight right now, or you just graduated and you don't have the funds. How about this? I always give them an option. Remember, elicit conversation. Don't just end the questioning there, end the conversation. Say, I have groups kicking off every single month. Would you like me to put you on my follow-up list to make sure that I can tell you when my groups are starting, so when the time is right, you can hop right on board? And then I always end it with, because I really know that the 21-day fix extreme would be the perfect program to reach your goal of toning up and really chiseling out your abs. Like, always go back and reconnect with them and tell them why you know that this is so important that you follow up with them. So, and then keep a running list of when to follow up with them. Good business owners make a promise and follow through. So follow through on your follow-ups and when you told them that you would reach out to them. I have so many people I've been in contact with for months. Just every single month, I just shoot them a message. Hey, hope you're doing great. Just wanted to keep you in the loop about PIO. And likewise, they give you a cost objection on the 21-day fix. When it's on sale, you know exactly who to reach out to then, right? First thing. When it's on sale, you can reach out to them and say, it's on sale this month. I wanted you to be the first one to know. And here's the same type of thing. I have a challenge group starting on this day. So price objections, I really and truly don't try to overcome them. I postpone them, if that makes sense. They're not a no. They're a no, not right now. And that's the perfect case of follow-up list. Make sure you take good notes on your follow-up list. So I usually have their name, the program recommendation, and then just put a money sign if it's a money objection. And I know to come back to them as they go through. Now, if it's something as far as the overcoming the cost of Shakeology, that's something we'll touch on in just a second. But if they just have a price objection, but they are really feeling that challenge pack, you know to follow up with them. And that's definitely a no, not right now, not a no, not ever. The next objection we usually get is, well, that's great. I really want to do the workout program, but do I have to do Shakeology? Do I have to do that? Because people know, you talk to them, the internet is a scary thing. They Google Shakeology, they look at the price tag, and they freak out about it. Or they look and see, I can buy the 21-day fix for $45. Why is she charging me $160? Like, I don't understand. Like, where is that breakdown happening? So this is where it comes into, again, you putting value in the product. And I'm very upfront with people about Shakeology from the beginning. Remember, those first initial questions, if I were to send you more information, would you be willing to learn more? My first little snippet is you're replacing 1 meal per day with Shakeology. So it's not a foreign concept to them that that's something that they're going to need in my challenge group. So we do talk about Shakeology. If they bring up cravings, like one of my potential challengers today asked, so can I have sweets on this program? Because I have a pretty big sweet tooth. And I said, well, we can indulge maybe 1 sweet a week. I said, but really your Shakeology that you get with your program will really help to curb that sweet tooth because it tastes like a milkshake and it's really good. And the best part is it's super dense nutrition that you can use to replace an entire meal, not just a dessert. And that was her response. Oh, awesome. That's fantastic. So, of course, if they have more questions about Shakeology, you answer them. But did I tell her the cost of it? No. Did I give her all the ingredients in Shakeology? No. Keep it simple for them. We know how great Shakeology is, and don't hesitate to just know your facts about Shakeology. The best way to overcome that Shakeology objection is to be confident in what you know about Shakeology and be confident in talking about it. Any video by Shay Stanford talking about Shakeology is a great one for you to listen to learn more about Shakeology. It will give you more information than just listening in your back office. And also, she did a national wake-up call, I think about a month ago, about Shakeology, which was top-notch. Pretty much like the 3 things you need to know to overcome the Shakeology objection. And she shared about her story and how she used a different type of weight loss chemical type program, and it actually gave her a lump in her breast. And it was benign, thank goodness. But it was something that she didn't realize it was happening to her. And she researched and found superfoods were some of the best things to fuel your body with, and she found Shakeology. So if you don't have a great story about Shakeology, find somebody who does and share their story. Be an advocate for their story. But you should also have Shakeology changing your life in some way, whether it's curbing your cravings, whether it's keeping you regular. I'm pregnant right now. That is huge for me, is to keep myself regular. TMI, I know, but it's so true. How it's going to curb your cravings, it's going to keep you regular. It's going to help with muscle recovery. And it's delicious. Make sure you share that with people. I always share the example of if you go to Starbucks every day, it's going to replace your Starbucks because you can make it taste like an iced mocha, or whatever drink you get at Starbucks, you can make your Shakeology taste like. So overcoming that Shakeology objection really comes down to just being knowledgeable about the product and making sure that you're willing to go out and find the answers. Don't let that intimidate you whenever they say that they're not quite interested in the Shakeology. Remember, ask them questions. Well, what makes you nervous about the Shakeology? What are your hesitations with it? Find out what is kind of the reasoning behind it. And odds are they'll say, well, I looked at the price tag and it's a little intimidating. So you know which way to take that objection. If they say it's about the price, then you can say, I thought the same thing and I thought I was going to cancel it the first month after I had it. But then I tried it and I absolutely loved it and I really saw the benefits of it. And I realized it's worth every single penny and it's actually a steal. You can say, since it's replacing a meal, it's not something in addition to my grocery bill. It's actually something that's taking the place of something else in my grocery bill. I don't buy cereals loaded with sugar anymore. I don't buy granola bars because I eat my Shakeology for breakfast. So it doesn't add to my grocery bill. It actually saves us money because I'm meal planning and using it for another meal. I'm not in addition to saving it. If they give you the cost objection too, if they drink Starbucks every day, say it's cheaper than your Starbucks coffee that you buy every single day in the drive-thru. It breaks down to about X amount of money per day for your Shakeology. Just know your stuff about your product and you will be able to overcome any objection you can. And you're new coaches, you're not going to know everything right off the bat. I word vomited on people so much my first month, and those people still have not bought challenge packs from me. So make sure that you learn from your mistakes and reach out to your upline to look at conversations that they have had that have been successful. Go back to the original conversation that your upline had with you about your challenge group and the challenge pack and Shakeology, and see, now you can kind of dissect it and see how they did everything and how they followed this format for getting you to have this great change that you've had in your life that now you want to help other people do the same. So am I missing an objection? I have money, Shakeology. Is there another one?
No, one of my new things since Beachbody is putting out the sampler for Shakeology, I'm getting a lot. If I get pushback, that's my next thing. I also run a different type of group. This will help you get started with clean eating, and you can sample Shakeology before you make the investment. And then I say, of course, like we always say, if I was to send you some more information, would you check it out? Let me know what you think. And I've been doing that, and I think I've got like 2 on board. One should be ordering soon for June. So that's kind of my pullback. I'm inviting constantly to that challenge group because that's what I want them to do. But then if they're not, and it's a price objection, or it's anything else, I'm always inviting them to that group now. And actually, the 2 links that I just sent tonight are 2 girls that were in that Shakeology and clean eating group because they love the Shakeology. And now they see the value in it and how they need it in their life. So it's, yeah, hopefully that'll keep working. But yeah, it's made a difference. And this is the way that I approach things too. I think it makes me feel more confident that I have another option to give to those people, because sometimes people really just don't have the money to invest. And I get it because I was one of them, and I let them know that. I saved my money, like that extra stuff. I didn't get Starbucks when I went out. I didn't get extra stuff. I saved all that money and put it aside for 3 months so that I could try it. And I let them know that. And hopefully that helps. But I mean, just be personal as you can possibly be, and understanding. Yeah, it sucks when you get to the end and then they're like, no go. I have one last week. She was like, girl, I'm gonna go broke on this Shakeology. And I said, you've got to give it a try. Money back guarantee. I was the exact same way. I did not think it was going to work. I am not a shake person at all. You just got to give it a try. And she was like, I'm going to go broke. I said, well, I understand the whole price objection. I run a different type of group that's a little bit more affordable. Can I send you some more information? She's on my follow-up list. But yeah, it's not fun, but you do what you do and we keep on going, right? And as Val always says, Avery, just breadcrumb it. Tell them what they need to know now and explain everything else later. Like, it's helped, so.
Another nice thing too, if you get somebody that sampler, you're building volume. So if in the future you're going for a premier or elite ranking, you're getting help that way too, because that's going to help you in those standings. It's not really something that's essential now, and it may not make sense, but volume isn't bad. So if they want to get that sampler, it's still going to help you in the long run. So don't feel like just because you didn't sell a challenge pack, you failed. Like Avery said, it could eventually lead to that challenge pack sale because they are going to fall in love with Shakeology. I've had 2 in the past month that were like, I don't want to do it. I'm just going to buy the sampler and try it first. And they did. And they're like, okay, now I'm ready. So don't write off the sampler as like, oh, whatever. Like, it's a good opening line for Shake.
Awesome. Lindsay, you unmuted for a second. Do you have something to add or no?
I was just Avery kind of touched on it, but I was just going to say, make sure you are including the 30-day money back guarantee. Because I know sometimes people, they don't know anything about the product. So they're thinking, well, after I spend all this money, what if I still hate it or don't like it or whatever the case may be? That gives them another option to see, we really do believe in this product. Like, the company is willing to give you your money back if you really do not like it.
When you pitch them that too, like the 30 days, if they're like really still kind of hesitant, I'm like, you can send them an empty bag, literally an empty bag, and they will still give you your money back. Mm-hmm. And that usually kind of like sways them that little extra bit too.
Yeah. And they'll even, like, contacting customer service, they'll even let you switch flavors, like if a certain flavor you don't like, because I've had a challenger that's happened to. She got the chocolate, but then it didn't agree with her. We worked through lots of different ways to get her body used to the chocolate. We switched her to vanilla. She's fine. She'll just never do the chocolate. I don't know what it is. Or I suggested chocolate vegan if she wanted a chocolate. So they're really good about backing up everything. So it helps a lot.
Yeah, Beachbody is really there. I mean, they know they have great products and they truly believe they're for everybody, just like we do. And they want them to experience that and have success with them. So that's why that 30-day money back guarantee is there. So definitely, I share that with every price breakdown that I send out, is that 30-day money back guarantee with it as well. So we gave you guys a lot of information tonight to kind of digest and swallow and sift through. So I really hope that, number one, you're inviting every single day. Start small. Don't feel like you need to invite 25 people in one day. You're brand new to this. Ease into it. But you do need to be doing it every single day if you're not. If you are not inviting every single day, here's your kick in the pants to invite every single day. I need you guys to do that. At least 3 people. Send out an invitation to them to a challenge group. A great place to start is people who consistently like your posts, people who are already supporting you, because you're not going to be out of the blue reaching out to them about your challenge groups, because obviously they have seen your posts because they like them. That's a great place to start with invitations for your challenge groups. I know a great place for me, whenever I first became a coach, I was in a sorority in college, and I posted in our alumni page, hey, I just started this journey as a Beachbody coach. I put a picture of my transformation in there, and I got a lot of feedback from that. Send me some more information. Now, some of those girls just bought this month or last month from that original post, because I followed up with them and reconnected and built a relationship. So remember, no conversation is a wasted conversation. So always keep that in mind, and never leave a conversation negatively. Always be very positive when you talk to people. There's enough negativity in the world. Don't be that negative person. Don't leave a sour taste in their mouth. Accept no's gracefully and tactfully. Okay. Do you guys have any questions for us? We've given you a lot of information. I know you guys are on phones. John's on. I recognize the 330 area code. I'm not sure who the 1804 number is. But
I think that might be Amanda.
Yeah, I was going to say that somebody posted on the post. I think it was Amanda.
Sorry, yes, that's me.
Okay. Yeah. Well, if you guys have any questions, just feel free to ask now, or you can also type in the group, your Coach Basics group, and keep up your participation in the group, because it's been going really, really well. And remember, we're giving you valuable information to help you. I'm really trying not to overwhelm you, I promise. So just make sure you're chipping away at your training. And if you have questions as you're talking to people, talk to your upline, okay? Post in the group, because if you've come across an objection, every other coach in this Coach Basics group has come across it too as they're inviting people. Use the group as a resource. I mean, you have so many experienced coaches in there that can give you, pearls of wisdom, especially if your upline isn't available right away. If you post in that group, we expect you guys to post like, hey, I invited this, but I don't know what to say back to her response. I looked in the scripts and I can't find anything similar about what to say. That's okay. You're learning, and we would love to help you in this process. That's why we're here. So your successes are our successes as well. So we want to make sure we help you guys get to your goals as you need to. So do you guys have any questions?
I don't think I do.
That's okay. If you guys think of anything, feel free to post in the group, like I said, and I won't waste your time. It's Sunday night, so I know you guys have families, and it's probably bedtime for a lot of you. So I will let you guys go, and you guys can continue on with your day. I will get this recording either posted tonight or first thing tomorrow morning. So look for it. If you were not on the call, well, you guys won't need to look for it. You were on the call. So it'll be posted in the group though. All right. So have a wonderful rest of your evening, and thanks for everybody's pearls of wisdoms that they shared in our Coach Basics call tonight. All right. So have a great night, everybody.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye, Allie.
Bye.